Hi, welcome to Cowley College News. This is the first edition of the spring semester. We have a lot to share with you this new year, so buckle up.
From students' mental health to sports updates, we have it all covered.
We have a lot of great interviews to share today, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Speaking of interviews, up first we have Thomas with the sports update. He and Cliff spoke with the athletic directors about all things Tiger sports.
Cowley Winter Sports are starting off the second half of their season, and the spring sports are just getting underway. We talked with our athletic directors about what they will do in the second half of this winter season and what to expect from the spring sports.
Any sport we're talking about at Cowley has been very successful, and we're very lucky, but we've got great coaches. We've got a great athletic director, Jeff Flutie, who puts those coaches into position to succeed. But first and foremost, it's those student athletes that are here at Cowley. You know, they're the ones that the coaches are only as good as those athletes are. And we're very fortunate to have a lot of great student athletes here on campus. I tell you, all of our spring sports are always very good. You know, our baseball team is once again ranked in the top 20. Darren Burrows, he feels like they've got a team assembled that should be able to compete for a chance to get back to the JUCO World Series up in Grand Junction, Colorado again this year. Our softball team is always competitive. Won over 40 games last year. We're second in the conference. Added some nice new pieces there as well. So Jenny Hoyt's got a nice squad. Also, our tennis teams. Our women's tennis team is the defending national champion from last year, and our men's tennis team was the national runner-up. So both of those opened the season last week at Washburn, and our women's tennis team took down the number 11 ranked Washburn squad pretty easily too. So looks like both those teams are going to be really good. We've got nationally ranked men's basketball is hoping to make a national tournament run again. Wrestling's doing great, having a 12-4 season in their duels.
Always looking forward to opening day, so to speak, when it comes to baseball, even though it's really cold around here still. I'm looking forward to softball, track, and tennis and getting outside. It starts getting warmer and it becomes really fun.
With snow on the ground, basketball season is in its prime. On February 26th, join us as Cowley takes on Cloud for sophomore night.
It is impressive and honestly a little overwhelming. It is tough enough being a non-athlete balancing live, classes, friends, and family.
Feeling a little anxious, maybe?
Maybe just a little.
Then you might want to tune in into our next piece about anxiety and intrusive thoughts in college students.
The odds are, if you're a college student, you've probably experienced anxiety or intrusive thoughts, and you're not alone. Today we sat down with Rebecca Holman to discuss how anxiety affects our life, where it comes from, and how to maintain a healthy mindset while also keeping up with the demands of college life.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Rebecca. I'm the student life counselor here at Cowley.
First question. When it comes to college students, there are so many factors that can contribute to a heightened sense of anxiety. What do you think is the main contributor for that?
I think transition is the main contributor for anxiety in a lot of college students. There are a lot of changes going into college for the first time. You know, you may be moving into the dorms, you may be moving away from your parents for the first time. You're having to make new friends. You may not know who your roommate is. Just like a whole new level of activity than what you're used to in high school. So there's a whole lot of transitioning happening in a very short amount of time.
What do you think is the most effective way to raise awareness about mental health?
Students being able to kind of talk about it, even amongst themselves, like to reduce the stigma, is one of the biggest things that makes a difference. The more that we talk about it and the more that we kind of get it out in the open, I think the easier it's going to be for people to really get out there and get help if they need it. There are a lot of things that are going to bring a normal level of anxiety to any table. Like, all of those things are very normal situations that happen as a college student. So just being able to kind of talk about that and so that it doesn't feel so weird or bad to have those experiences.
Well, thank you so much for your input. Do you want to say anything about this little guest we have here?
Alwyn, come here. So this is Alwyn. She is our facility dog, therapy dog. And she is at all the activities. I mean, she's with me everywhere I go on campus. So she just really enjoys the students a lot. She has a lot of fun. When there's nobody around, she'll just sit at the door out there and just kind of wait.
Thank you both for being on here and answering my questions.
Yeah, absolutely. It was nice to meet you.
You too.
If you are struggling right now with anxiety or intrusive thoughts, we highly recommend you to ask for help. You can talk to Rebecca Holman, our student life counselor, by booking an appointment with her. You can also learn more on Talk Campus, which is an online community where students can share their stories. Take care of yourself and remember that good mental health can improve your life.
Just seeing Olin the therapy dog made me feel a lot better.
Well, that is her job. Anyone feeling like they need to talk to someone should not hesitate to contact Student Life Counselor Rebecca Holman. It is easy to set up an appointment.
Rebecca cannot always fix the issues causing students to feel anxious, but she does give them some insights that they can use to get involved around campus.
Sometimes all it takes is connecting to people, making friends, getting out of your own space, and burning some energy.
When I think of that, I think exercise and going outside in this cold, cold Kansas air. No thanks.
Funny, this weather makes me want to take out a hockey stick and put on some skates.
You better start lacing them up then, because this next story is going to take you to the rink.
What do you think of when you think of hockey? Probably something like this, right? Maybe you don't know anything about the sport. Well, let me tell you, there is truly no better time to get into it than right now. Hockey's come a long way since its golden era, that time being around the 70s up until 93. Some have even said we're witnessing a new one right now. Just this past year in this one, we've had 21-year-olds come into the league and challenge every heavyweight he could. We're on the precipice of witnessing history being made, as the 39-year-old Alex Ovechkin is now 16 goals away from passing the Wayne Gretzky himself. This also comes off of him breaking his leg this season as well. And just this coming Wednesday, we're about to witness professional best-on-best hockey with the Four Nations face-off, something that the league has not seen since 2016. Indeed, there is truly no better time to be a fan of this sport than right now, as the culture continues to grow and grow.
Wanting to gain a bit more insight into the growing trend and recent popularity of hockey, we reached out to a couple different people to try and get their perspectives on it. Particularly one hockey mom who has their son in the junior hockey program here in Wichita, and another fanatic who has been with the Wichita Thunder for a good while now. Unfortunately, neither were available at the time that we reached out. However, as a personal fanatic of the game and an amateur videographer for the sport of hockey, I have some insight of my own that I could share. There's also been a distinct effort from the league itself to grow the game in more unconventional markets. We recently saw the formation of an NHL team within Utah. Prior to that, we actually had NHL camps in Mexico, which brought more awareness to the sport there as well. If any of this has piqued your interest and you're curious to learn more about the sport of hockey or experience it for yourself, you can always check what remaining home games there are for the Wichita Thunder, or even the Kansas University Jayhawks, as they also have a hockey team. Like I mentioned prior, there truly is no better time to get into the sport of hockey than now. Hope to see you there soon. Now back to you guys.
Cowley has a lot of activities going on around campus that everyone can join.
I've definitely been meaning to.
For anyone needing a push, we have Mason and Tynell up with the student activities next.
There's a wide variety of student activities here on campus, but how beneficial are they? I've got a few interviews lined up to talk about just that, starting with an interview with Student Senate President Hadley O'Toole. I'm Mason Jett, and I am here with
Hadley O'Toole, Student Senate President. I think it's really important for students to get involved on campus just to be in the college life, and then we have some really great events, and it just gets you out there and helps you to make more friends on campus and just helps you to really just immerse yourself in the college life. So I think it's really important to get out there and just be able to say that you were living in college still. We have a lot of upcoming events. The first ones that come to mind is homecoming at the end of this month. So every day there's going to be something different, whether it be trivia night or we're having a lip sync battle. There's just going to be so many events every single day, and just really get involved. A homecoming dance. We have Granny's Gone Wild next Tuesday, and we have intramurals twice a month. So just get in touch with our social medias and make sure you know what's going on campus, because we have stuff almost every week, and maybe one week it's not something you think you would find interesting, but maybe you don't know. And so if you came to our events, then you might be able to see faces you might know, and just I feel like you can't really say there's nothing to do unless you try everything. So I think that's really important, just to try things.
I'm Mason Jett, and I'm here with
Peyton Snively. So the main purpose for student life events is to get students out of their dorm rooms, get other students that maybe commute on campus to meet new people, learn new skills, and just improve their overall experience while at Cowley. That's our whole purpose for events. We want students to find their belonging, find their niche while they're on campus, and make the best of their experience here at Cowley.
After seeing these interviews, we seriously hope that you will consider taking part in student activities. If you have any questions about student activities, you can come to Student Life here in the Nelson Student Center to ask them.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'd love to check out some of these events.
Speaking of love language, do you know what your love language is?
Valentine's Day just passed. There might be some useful information in this news package.
For sure. Olivia has some guidance about love languages that I think you're going to be infatuated with. That was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's just see what Olivia has to share.
Dr. Gary Chapman's 5 Love Languages teaches us that everyone gives and receives love differently. Each love language is accompanied by key characteristics representing what they look like to you and your partner. Let's break it down and give you 5 gift ideas tailored to each love language. To start, we have words of affirmation. If your love language is words of affirmation, you light up when you hear kind, meaningful words. A heartfelt letter, a customized poem, or even a jar filled with little notes of appreciation can make the perfect gift. It's not about spending money. It's about speaking from the heart. Next up is acts of service. For these individuals, actions speak louder than words. Plan a day where you handle all their chores or responsibilities. You'd also cook their favorite meal or make breakfast in bed. Show that you're willing to go the extra mile, and that will say, I love you loud and clear. Even simple acts like tying your partner's shoe can really make their day. If your partner's love language is receiving gifts, it's all about thoughtfulness. The gift doesn't have to be extravagant, it just needs to show that you're thinking of them. Consider something meaningful, like personalized jewelry or even a keepsake that's tied to a special memory that you share. When it comes to quality time, this love language is all about undivided attention. Plan a date where you're fully present. No phones, no distractions. Whether it's a cozy movie night, a picnic, or an adventure, the key is to spending time together. Physical touch is a love language that thrives on closeness and connection. A gift like a massage, a cuddle session, or even a cozy blanket for snuggling can be perfect. Add in a handwritten note to show that you've put in the thoughtfulness, and you're set. Whether it's words, acts, gifts, time, or touch, creating gifts that are tailor-made to your partner's unique love language will make any occasion unforgettable. If you are unsure of your partner's or your own love language, take the quiz at www.5lovelanguages.com.
All right, that's enough love talk for me.
Same.
And that's the news for you now. We're your anchors signing off. I'm Cliff.
And I'm Araceli.
And this was Cowley College News.